Hi, welcome to day 32 of Getting to Know Yourself, Das Atzmacha. We ended yesterday with being able to uncover our original thought that each of us have. And we were at the end of chapter 9, a life of contemplation and thought. In conclusion, Rav Schwartz says, in order for a person to bond with another, he must find his self. She must find herself. This emerges through 1, periods of solitude by sitting quietly all alone, finding that alone space, which is the physical part of it, as well as 2, the habit of thinking and analyzing, or when there should be some feeling, considering what is my inner feeling. Don't rush along with the fast pace of life. Try as much as possible to think deeply about the things that happen in your life, right? So it's taking a more conscious, global awareness, observer picture of life, as opposed to just, I'm in the thick of things and I can't disengage because they're ruling me, as opposed to me ruling them to a certain extent. The sharper our thinking becomes, the more we will think throughout the course of the day. And I'm not talking about thinking as identifying with thought, but thinking as an observer of what's going on. We'll get used to dividing things into its elements. What is it made of? What does it include? There are people that order things and don't even check what is included in their order. All kinds of added expenses appear. And they didn't realize they were not included in the basic price. Why not? Because they didn't think at all, not because they consciously thought they were included. If they would have thought about it, things would have been different. Some people buy an apartment, calculate the cost, take out a mortgage, then they get the key and suddenly start to think, oh, what about the air conditioners? And the bed doesn't match the width of the new room. Suddenly they discover they need to spend at least $10,000 more than they had thought. How did it happen? It's simple. They didn't think. A person should really think about what is involved in buying an apartment. Okay, so this is a physical, practical example, but we need to use this ability not just with our physical world and our emotional world, also with our spiritual world. Certainly it is best when we think mostly about what's happening right in the here and now. So he says, don't keep worrying about the future and trying to plan for the future as much as focus on the here and now and look inward, take time for solitude, inward thought to develop this original part of you, which is this original, which will express itself in this original thought. If you turn the page, we're up to chapter 10, revealing the essential self. So last chapter was called accessing the inner self, and we did that by getting to this place of quiet. Now we're up to revealing the essential self. And if you have the book, it's on page 182. So he repeats again, stage 1 is this analytical type of thought. Discovering the self using the faculty of thought to study, contemplate, and analyze. That's beginning to reveal yourself. Stage 2, close your eyes to go inward. Just like we say Shema, we cover our eyes when we accept the yoke of heaven upon ourselves. In this way, we could truly accept the yoke. So to truly experience the inner world, we have to do some closing of the eyes and get into this habit of not having mindless action, because a lot of times we'll just, as I said, we'll be going through things mindlessly. The physical act of closing the eyes must be accompanied by an inner effort, right? So going to a quiet space, closing the eyes, going inward, becoming alert of your inner world. Stage 3, Rambam says, being in the dark. Darkness enables isolation. Nighttime is a gift from Hashem. It's a kind of tool that was given for our personal growth. Its values lie in the fact that it is specifically at night that one can best connect to his inner self. The self can best surface in the darkness. I have to tell you, I don't really ever do this in the darkness because usually by then everybody's home and I have no space to do that. I do it usually when nobody's home. So you have to find the best time for you. But Rav Schwartz recommends darkness, according to Rambam. And if you look at this picture here, soften your heart, open your eyes, you will see you are surrounded by love and beauty. The point of that is closing the eyes actually opens your inner eyes, and you're going to become a person able to experience the love and beauty that you're surrounded with, it's not just in the externalities, it's also within you. You're surrounded by this love and beauty. You are love and beauty. You are a beautiful, untainted, untarnished, shining, bright soul. So this ability to close everything, get to this quiet spot, and begin to experience who you really are is actually an opening of your eyes, a softening of your heart. It's an opening of your inner eyes. So that's how I see this. Anyway, enjoy your day. Thank you for listening. I can't believe that we have only 8 classes left. I don't know if you could tell, but I feel like worried that I'm going to miss something and not say it all. But you know what? Worst comes to worst, we could always add one more day. Okay, so that I don't have to feel so nervous. And anyway, thank you for listening. Talk to you tomorrow. Mirza Hashem.